People tell me the business had a potential, but it never got there. Now I know there's a potential. Not I believe it. I know it's going to be. We're going to make it because it is steadily growing. The business wasn't progressing. It was making enough money to survive, but it wasn't making money for me. So I knew I needed to take it a step further. It got to this stage where you stopped. It didn't matter what I did, the figures never went better and never improved. We weren't taking a wage. We were living off my wife's wages. And a number of times I'd actually come to the point of deciding to pack it all in. I couldn't understand, no matter what I tried, why we weren't making anywhere. It was more frustrating. The work wasn't coming in, so I'd have periods of the day where there wasn't work there, and then you would pick up work. It was as if you were getting the work that nobody else wanted, so at weekends or in the evenings and stuff like that. But a decision would have had to be made to close the business down and go back to what I used to do, be employed by somebody. What I liked about Action Coach, and I didn't jump into it, I just could see that there was a potential to grow the business and to make it more successful and to make it more streamlined. My comfort zone was quite narrow. He takes me out of it and I get settled, and then he moves me again. Sometimes it's quite hard. It's easy to put things on the back burner, but when you've got to meet someone, if you're working for somebody and you're told to do something, you have to do it. When you're working for yourself, it's quite easy to shove to one side and say, I'll do that later, and then you leave it and you leave it and you leave it. It doesn't get done and you never improve. But we're having Ian as your action coach. He holds you to account. So basically he's saying, well, if you don't do it, you're not going to improve. But because of the system and the way it works, then you realise that you're just wasting your time. So then you do it. With the cash flow forecast, which is done basically daily, I can see where the money is and where it's going, which before I didn't. I've reduced my spending, so it's increased my profits, and we've also increased our turnover. But since I've been working with Ian, it's grown, grown, grown. By the end of this year, we'll have doubled it, the turnover. The conversion rate now, I would say, we're sitting at about 35–40%. If a job came in, say on a Sunday, and I was supposed to be doing something with my family, I would ditch the family. That's not an issue now. We're out 2 or 3 jobs a day at least. So you can afford to take time out at the weekends.